Ms. Hahn, thank you so much for joining us today. In your written testimony, you outlined several reasons why the E-Verify does not work the way that committee Republicans claim it does. Could you walk us through the most significant problems with E-Verify's effectiveness? And what do you know about the system's error rates and the number of work-authorized people who are wrongfully flagged or rejected from employment each year?
Yes, thank you for the question. So mandating E-Verify nationwide would be a mistake because the system is not ready for the millions of small businesses that are not currently enrolled. Part of what we know about who is enrolled, that 13% of employers who are enrolled, is that they tend to be much larger employers. So they tend to have HR departments and more infrastructure and capability to handle compliance requirements, unlike the smaller businesses that by and large are not enrolled and do not have that type of in-house assistance to handle the burdens. So that means that they need to do things like technology upgrades and staff trainings, and they'll be facing different types of operational challenges in order to get to a point of compliance. And on a nationwide level, people who have researched that have estimated that it would cost those employers collectively billions of dollars to do that, to reach that. Even for businesses that do comply, those companies, as we have discussed, already face raids and audits. It doesn't stop that from happening. Despite championing the system, the administration is unable to kind of give employers any real protection against the unreliability of the data. So what we don't have good current data on the reliability of the system. And I think one thing that the committee could focus on is getting a more current study on the error rates, because the last time an independent external evaluation was conducted was in 2009. That's a very long time ago. But if you take the error rates that they found at that time and you apply them to our current employment numbers, our national folks participating in the workforce, in the labor force, we think that anywhere between roughly 200,000 and 520,000 people each year who are work authorized and have been hired and accepted an offer of employment would be wrongfully denied because of the errors in E-Verify, the opportunity to start that job. And I know that proponents of the system will talk about, it's got a 97, 98% effective rate. The fact is that in your jurisdiction, if you have people coming to you because you were denied the ability to start a job that you had been offered and you have work authorization, that is still not going to be an acceptable number of 97%.
Ms. Hahn, do you think the federal government should create this kind of national database for workers? And why does this idea give you a pause?
Yeah, so I think in order for E-Verify to function properly, it would require a massive consolidation of data that does not currently exist, right? We would need state agencies and federal agencies. We would need the photo databases, and then in addition, what we haven't even talked about yet is the flaws in the SSA database and how those affect people in this system as well, right? The Numident database, which is the name of the database at SSA, has errors in roughly 17.8 million of its records, and including things like outdated citizenship status for foreign-born workers and lawful immigrants. And so this is the reason why there's a higher error rate and disproportionate harm to people who are naturalized citizens or who are work-authorized immigrants. And so in order to correct all of those things, you would have to consolidate across federal and state systems a massive amount of personal data And then it would need to be continuously updated, and you would have to link the identity information across the country. And that process is not only impractical, but it would effectively create a centralized national ID infrastructure that tracks every worker in America. And that raises some serious privacy concerns. And beyond the risk of hacking, I think it also would expand the government's, it would enable the government to conduct surveillance far beyond employment verification, eroding civil liberties and creating a tool to monitor individuals in a way that it was never intended.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to